If everyone could please find their bodies in a comfortable seated pose, any easy seat that feels good for you, as we are using our easy seat to help relax and wind down the mind and body. Tucking our tummy in at our navel. Pelvic bone is tilted forward. Our heart chakra is lifted. That chin is up. Relaxing those shoulders downward away from the ears. Breathe in deeply. Exhale. Slightly gazing the eyes down. Taking a moment to notice how the breath feels within the body. As we breathe our palms at heart center, coming into that seated prayer. Using this time to self-soothe, winding down our day. Allowing our mind to be free and relaxed. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Four breaths of silence. Two more breaths. Lowering our palms downward towards the earth, connecting our palms to our yoga mat. Keeping that chin up, heart chakras lifted. Taking a moment to check in with our environment and to check in with self. Noticing how we feel right here, right now, in our present moment, without judgment. Simply being aware. During our session here today, we may have thoughts and emotions. May we only allow in what is healthy for us. Just taking moments, taking notice, and allowing in the positivity. 3 more breaths. Two breaths. Blowing our palms above our head, those fingertips flows upwards towards the heavens. Heart chakras lifted, chin is up. Feeling that stretch as our shoulders flows up towards our ears, elongating that spine. Interlacing our fingers with that pointer finger pointing up towards the heavens. Allowing those arms to slightly flow towards the back of the room. You may feel this in your lumbar spine. This is a slight back bend. Heart is lifted, chin is up. 2 breaths. Exhaling back to center, separating the palms, coming into that seated extended mountain. As we twist the body towards the right, palms come downward towards the earth as we gaze over our right shoulder, coming into that seated twist. Gaze in the eyes down, 3 breaths. Two breaths. Exhaling back to center, coming into that seated star. Palms are slightly outward towards the side in our star. Taking a nice breath. Exhale, twist the body towards the left. Palms come downward towards the earth. Gazing over that left shoulder. Seated twist, opposite side. Relaxing the eyes. 3 breaths. Two breaths. Exhaling back to center, coming into that star. Flowing into that extended mountain. Palms are above our head. They are not together. Extended mountain. Chin is up, heart chakra is lifted. Breathe in. Exhale, breathing our palms together. Seated salute. Breathing our palms at heart center, seated prayer. Relaxing those shoulders downward, away from the ears. 3 breaths of silence. Nice deep breath through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Breathing our palms to our laps. As we do a couple of circular rotations at our hips, we are working that hip flexor, the spinal cords, the lower back. Nice and slow or fast. Just noticing how these circular rotations feels in the body as we keep that spinal cord nice and elongated here. Tucking the tummy in at the navel. As we find our pause at center, optioning to rotate in the opposite direction if that feels good. Nice and easy. Maybe our eyes or gaze downward are closed. 2 more breaths. We're going to find that pause at center coming up nice and straight. Let's flow into a seated cat-cow. Just lifting our pelvic bone up, forward. Heart chakra's lifted, chin is up. He's gazing up at the heavens, feeling that nice deep cow pose. Squeezing the shoulder blades together in that pose, and that cow coming nice and deep. Breathe in. Exhale into cat. Breathe in that chin to clavicle, spinal cord flows to the back of the room. As we do, seated cat-cows to our natural breath. Two more breaths. You're going to find that pause at center, coming into that bound position. The bottoms of our feet are connecting. We are in that diamond or that butterfly pose. Just breathing those feet together. We're going to slightly hinge forward, allowing the torso to come closer to the earth. You'll feel that when we hinge, you'll feel it a little deeper in your inner thighs. This is a nice hip opener, working those hip flexors. This is great pose for hip health. Gaze in the eyes downward or closing them. Allowing the shoulders to melt forward closer to the earth if that feels good. Dropping that head downward towards the feet to come deeper in that stretch if you choose. Taking a nice breath. Exhale. Allowing the body to sink inward, coming closer to the earth. 4 breaths of silence. Two more breaths. Exhaling back up to center. We're going to breathe our legs inward, breathing our feet together. We're going to come onto our buttocks and we're going to hug our knees into our chest. Noticing that your core muscles, your tummy might get nice and tight here. Backs are straight. We're going to keep their heart chakra lifted and that chin is up. We are working our core muscles. We are working our obliques, the sides of our bodies as well. This is a nice, easy pose to engage those abdominal muscles, Take in nice, subtle breaths. Two more. Breathe in. Exhale. Come in slightly wide-legged as we connect our hands to our feet. Yes, noticing how this feels when we bring those feet closer to our body. Feeling the hips open up, feeling the core muscles working, your back's straight. As we extend that left leg out to the side, now we are stretching and working that hamstring here. You'll feel it stretch. This is lengthening. This here is a boat pose variation. Our core muscles are tight, heart chakra is lifted, chin is up. 3 breaths. Two breaths. Exhaling that leg back in as we extend that opposite leg out towards the side, feeling that stretch, working the hamstrings. We are lengthening. We are stretching. Core muscles tight, chin is up, heart chakra is lifted. 3 breaths. Two breaths. Exhaling that leg back in. As we extend that left leg out to the side, right leg out to the side. Optioning to bend the knees if needed. And we are in that boat pose variation, aka bear pose. And we are working our core. We are stretching our legs. Our backs are lengthened and long. Heart chakra is lifted, chin is up. Two more breaths. Now let's option to breathe our legs inward if that feels good. Or we can keep our legs outward towards the side. Just noticing a difference of the positioning of our legs, noticing how you feel it a little different in the body. We're going to do a bonus here of 3 more breaths. 2 breaths. Exhaling back to that bound position, either diamond or butterfly. And for those who are maybe saying, what's the difference between a diamond and a butterfly? They look very similar, right? Okay, so the diamond, the feet are further away from the body. It's a hip opener, but it's not as deep. A butterfly, the feet are closer to the body. It's a hip opener and it's a little deeper. That is the difference. As we slightly hinge forward, hinging forward is an option. It allows us to go deeper in that stretch. Taking a nice breath. Exhale. And just allow our body to feel sunken into this pose. 4 breaths. Three more breaths. As we slowly lift our bodies up, we're going to breathe our legs back together, coming into a staff pose. Legs are parallel side by side. Toes are pointing upwards towards the heavens, or maybe they're pointing downward towards the earth. Whatever feels best for you and your body. Noticing that pointing your toes up or down feels a little different in the body. As we slightly hinge at the hips, we are now in that seated half forward fold. We can also option to come into that seated complete forward fold, connecting the hands to the ankles or the bottoms of the feet. Taking a nice breath. Exhale. Heart chakra melts closer to the thighs. Eyes gaze downward or close. Shoulder blades melts forward. 4 breaths. Few more breaths. Taking a nice breath. Exhale. Eyes gaze down and close. Slightly coming up to that staff pose. Heart chakras lifted. Chin is up. Pelvic bone is tilted forward. Elongating that spine. Shoulders relax downward away from the ears. Breathing our palms out towards the side as we flow them up towards the heavens. Chin is up. Gazing up at the heavens. Breathing our palms together, interlacing our fingers with that pointed finger pointing up towards the heavens. Arms, shoulder blades flows to the back of the room. Slightly squeezing that spinal cord with our shoulder blades if that feels good. Tummies are tucked in at the navel. 2 more breaths. Exhaling back to center, breathing. Those palms at heart center, relaxing those shoulders downward, away from the ears. We are gaze forward. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale. 2 breaths. Noticing how we feel in our present moment without judgment, simply being aware. 2 more breaths. Take a nice breath as we exhale. We're going to breathe that right leg up, knees in the air, right foot. We're going to cross this right foot over that left leg, over that left knee. We're going to take this right hand, breathe it behind our bodies, fingertips facing away from us, feeling that spinal twist. Coming deeper if we choose, taking this left arm, left elbow, crossing it over that right thigh as we gaze over that right shoulder, feeling that nice, deep spinal twist. Tucking our tummies in at our navel. Gazing the eyes down if that feels good for you. 3 more breaths. Two breaths. Exhaling back to center. We're going to uncross this right leg, coming back into that staff pose. Slightly hinging at the hips, half forward fold or complete forward fold. As we breathe in, exhale, allowing that torso to melt downward towards the thighs. 2 breaths. Exhale back up to that staff pose. Checking in with body. As we breathe, extend that left knee up in the air, right foot comes off the earth. We're going to cross, left foot comes off the earth, left knee's in the air. We're going to cross this left foot over that right foot. We're doing the opposite side here. We're going to take this left hand behind our backs, fingertips facing away from us. We're going to gaze over that left shoulder. Optioning to come deeper by breathing this right elbow over that left thigh knee and gazing over that left shoulder, whatever feels best for you. Taking a nice breath. Exhale. Gazing those eyes down. 3 breaths. 2 breaths. We're going to exhale back to center, straightening that leg, coming back into that staff pose, flowing into a half forward fold or a complete forward fold. 3 breaths. Taking note that a half forward fold and a complete forward fold is a full body stretch. You may feel that stretch and that pull behind your legs and your hamstrings. As we gaze our eyes down, allowing the shoulder blades to melt forward. 2 more breaths. Exhaling up back into that staff pose. We're going to come onto our buttocks, slightly hugging our knees into our chest as we flow onto our backs, coming into that reclined position, knees to chest, hugging our knees inward. Relaxing those shoulders closer to the yoga mat, just allowing those shoulder blades to just melt to the back, completely soothing and relaxing the body. Eyes are gazed down to close. Breathe in. Exhale. Three breaths. Two breaths. Taking a moment to notice how this reclined knee to chest feels within the body. Maybe optioning to interlock those fingers, maybe bringing that hand to that wrist and really lock those knees into the chest. Noticing how that pushes on your ovaries, ovary health is compressing the ovaries. You'll feel that squeeze. It also locks your legs in. It's protecting you, protecting your body. Knees to chest, locked in position. Eyes are gazed down or closed. Taking a nice breath. Exhale. Two more breaths. Keeping our eyes gazed downward or closed, if we choose. We can option to stay in this reclined knee to chest position, locking our knees inward towards our chest. If we feel safe, if we feel comfortable, we can extend those legs up in the air, feeling that stretch. Toes are pointing upwards towards the heavens. We are in that reclined legs on the wall pose. For those who feel safe going into this pose. Toes are pointing up towards the heavens. Feel that deeper stretch. Optioning to breathe those legs towards the torso. Your feet may flow slightly over the head, and you'll feel the stretch behind your legs a little deeper. You'll also feel it in your lumbar spine. If you take your hands and reach your hands to your ankles or your toes, your feet, and lift them over your head a little deeper. Two more breaths. Exhaling the legs back up to legs on the wall. Optioning to keep our knees hugged into our chest if that feels best for us. For those who are comfortable, we're going to come into a happy baby, breathing those knees closer to the torso. Feet are up in the air, connecting our hands to our feet, or breathing our hands between our thighs out to the edges, and now connecting them to our feet. Happy baby. And noticing how this happy baby, we are working those hip flexors here. This is a soothing and relaxing pose. It works the spine. It lengthens the spinal cord. Optioning to rock or sway that body from side to side. Using the earth to massage and soothe your lumbar back, your spinal cord. Or we can just stay still in our happy baby. We can also option to flow into a pretzel pose. Lifting our legs over our shoulders or shoulder press pose. Whatever you choose here. Two more breaths. Let's make it 3. Let's have some fun here in that happy baby. Two breaths. Exhaling out, coming back. Breathing those knees to chest. Hugging the knees into the chest. Meeting those who chose to stay in their knee to chest locked position. Keeping those eyes gazed down or closed if that feels good. Shoulder blades melts back into the yoga mat, allowing those shoulder blades to just melt backwards, connecting to the earth. Breathe in. Exhale. Keeping the knees high in the air, allowing the feet to flow flat on the earth. Knees are in the air, feet are flat on the earth. And we are going to tilt that pelvic bone off the earth. This here is a pelvic tilt bridge pose, lifting the gluteus maximus, the pelvic bone up away from the earth. You'll feel your gluteus maximus, your buttocks get nice and tight here. We are rounding, we are lifting, we are firming. The gluteus maximus is the biggest muscle in the body, the buttocks. We can work it, we can lift it, we can firm it, and we can tone it. So lifting it up and feeling that squeeze, buns of still. If we want to go deeper, we can bring our hands underneath our gluteus maximus, interlacing our fingers and walking our shoulder blades towards our spinal cord. You'll notice your chest, your heart chakra comes higher to the air, further away from the earth, and we are in that deeper bridge pose. And we can pulse it up and down, or we can simply squeeze it up and hold it there and just work that gluteus maximus. Working on that summer body. For males or females, it is nice to have a nice firm buttocks. Squeeze it up, squeeze, squeeze. Holding it here, 4 more breaths. Feeling that burn. Two more breaths. Squeezing it up a little higher. Keep it squeezed tight. Squeeze, squeeze. We're going to do a bonus here. Keep on squeezing, coming down just a little, and then squeezing it up again. You're going to feel that burn. Squeeze. 2 more breaths. Uninterlacing those fingers if they was locked in. Dropping that buttocks towards the earth. Hugging the knees into the chest. This here is a counter pose. Soothing and relaxing those muscles. Breathe in. Exhale. Allowing those shoulders to melt towards the back of the room, towards the yoga mat, the earth, shall I say, and just relax that body. Breathe in. Exhale through the mouth. As we work on a reclined pigeon, right side, we're going to cross that right foot, that right ankle over that left thigh, right above that left knee. We are in that reverse pigeon. Noticing how this soothes and relaxes that right gluteus maximus. Eyes are gazed down, 3 breaths. Hugging that leg into the chest. 2 more breaths. Exhaling out. We're going to cross this left foot, this left ankle over that right thigh, right above that right knee. We're going to hug the body, the legs into the chest. We are in that reclined pigeon opposite side. Feeling now the left gluteus maximus relaxing and soothing. This is a counter stretch from that bridge. Soothing that gluteus maximus muscle. Eyes gaze down. 3 breaths. 2 breaths. Exhaling out, placing the feet on the earth. The knees are in the air. We're going to window wipe our legs, our knees from side to side. Windshield wipers, shall I say. Windshield wipers. We're going to feel this in that lumbar spine, that lower back. This is a slight movement here. Going nice and slow. It's raining, but it's not raining too hard. And just feeling the legs, the knees, just wiping away whatever we don't want in our lives. Just window wiping the pose, whatever thoughts may come to our mind as we're wiping away what we don't want. Take notice of it without judgment. Always without judgment, being kind and loving to oneself. Simply being mindful and taking notice of how we feel as we are wiping away what we don't want. That's all we're doing. We are being aware. We are taking notice without judgment. Two more breaths. And we're going to find that pause at center. Knees are up in the air, feet are flat on the earth. We're going to come into that reclined spinal twist. Let's start on the left side, allowing the knees to flow towards the left. That nice, deep stretched twist, shall I say. Feeling that spinal cord twist. Knees to chest, reclined spinal twist, knees flows to the left. As we extend this right arm out towards the side, like a lowercase t. Gazing over the right shoulder if that feels good, or gazing up at the heavens. Allowing those shoulder blades to simply melt into the yoga mat. Eyes are gazed downward or closed. Optioning to come into a hand-to-toe reclined twist, extending that top leg, connecting it to our left fingertips, and feeling that stretch. And that reclined spinal twist, hand-to-toe. If that feels good. Allowing the body to soothe. The mind is relaxed. 3 breaths. Hmm. 2 breaths. Hmm. Exhaling back to center, hugging those knees into the chest. Breathe in. Exhale, knees flows to the opposite side. In my case, my knees are flowing to the right. Feeling that reclined spinal twist. Left arm comes out to the side. Like the lowercase t, shoulder blades are melted to the earth, to the yoga mat. We can gaze over that left shoulder or gaze up at the heavens, whatever feels best for you. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And we're going to allow that body to relax. Just connect to the earth. Feeling one with our environment, feeling one and connected to the universe. Optioning to do a hand to toe reclined spinal twist, taking that top leg, extending it out to the side, connecting it to our right fingertips. If that feels good for you, reclined spinal twist, hand to toe is an option for those who choose to take it. And we're going to feel our body soothe and relax. 3 more breaths. Two breaths. Nice deep breath. Let's exhale back to center. We're going to hug those knees into the chest. Exhale our legs up in the air, legs on the wall, pointing those toes to the heavens. Optioning to breathe those legs to the torso. Feet flows over the head, connecting the hands to the toes or the ankles. 2 more breaths. Exhaling back, legs up on the wall, hugging those knees into the chest. Breathe in. Exhale. Let's cross our feet at our ankles. We're going to lift our bodies up, coming into that boat pose. Yes. We can keep our feet crossed at our ankles if we choose, or we can extend those legs out with our hands parallel. Or we can come into that extended boat pose. Whatever feels best for you. I'm going to keep my legs parallel. I have on leg weights today. And we gaze forward, core muscles tight. Heart chakra is lifted. Chin is up. Working the core, working the obliques. 3 more breaths. Two breaths. We're going to exhale, breathing those legs into the chest. We're going to roll onto our side. Let's come onto our tabletop position. Knees are hip distance apart. Palms are flat on the earth. We're going to drop that tummy down. We're going to come into that cow pose. Noticing how this cow feels in that lumbar spine. Heart chakra is relaxed and soothed, and that chin is up. Taking a nice breath. Exhale to cat. Chin comes to clavicle. Spinal cord flows up towards the heavens. And we're going to do a couple of cat cows to our natural breath. We're going to find that pause at center, and we're going to extend that left leg out towards the back, nice and strong, nice and long, as we extend that left arm. So we have the right leg to the back, left arm extended, gaze forward. Optioning to pulse that leg up and down, or we can bring the toes to the earth. Whatever you choose. 4 more breaths. Two breaths. We're going to flow back to table, dropping down to cow. Exhale, cat. Flowing back to table as we extend that opposite leg to the back. In my case, it's the left. Right arm comes forward, gaze forward. Optioning to pulse that leg up and down, or we can bring those left toes downward towards the earth. Whatever you choose. 4 more breaths. Three breaths. We are balancing. 2 breaths. Exhale back to center. Let's drop down the cow. Exhale, cat. Coming back to center. We're going to do a nice couple of hip circular rotations here. Just moving the body at the hips. Working those hip flexors. Noticing how this feels in that lumbar spine. Optioning to rotate your hips, your neck. Just really feeling the movements here. Optioning to rotate in the opposite direction if that feels good. Two more breaths. And we're going to find that pause at center, coming back to table. We're going to push our bodies up to our down dog, gazing at the feet. May we walk our dog by pedaling our feet, left and right. Finding pause, shifting that weight forward, high plank. Flowing back to down dog. As we walk our feet to our hands, complete forward fold. Or half forward fold, whatever your body needs. This is a full body stretch. We are elongating our spine. You may also feel this behind your legs and your hamstrings. Optioning to come slightly wide-legged if we choose, as we rock or sway that body from side to side. Flowing into a half forward fold if we're in that complete. Coming up to our Tadasana, our mountain pose. Palms are at our side. Fingertips flows downward. Heart chakras lifted. Chin is up. Breathe in. Exhale. Being mindful to relax those shoulders downward, away from the ears. Two more breaths. Mountain pose. As we breathe our palms upwards towards the heavens, connecting our hands together if that feels good, interlacing our fingers, allowing our arms to slightly breathe towards the back of the room. This is a slight back bend. Exhaling back to center. You can come into a seated salute a standing salute or standing extended mountain as we lean the body towards the side. If we're in that standing salute, we are in that standing crescent moon as our bodies lean to the side. Separating those palms, we are in that standing side bend. Two more breaths. Exhaling back to center. We are in that standing salute or standing extended mountain as we lean the body to the opposite side. Three breaths. Two breaths. Exhaling back to center, breathing our palms together. Exhaling down, palms come heart center. Relaxing those shoulders downward, away from the ears. Slightly breathing our legs closer to each other. Pelvic bone is tilted forward, heart chakras lifted, chin is up. Using this time in our standing prayer to just thank ourselves for being here, for being present, for being mindful, and for being kind to ourselves. Two more breaths. Exhale at the hips, coming into a half forward fold. Keeping that back straight. Flow into a complete forward fold, connecting the hands to the ankles or the earth, allowing that head to drop closer to your yoga mat. As we breathe in, exhale. Three breaths. Two breaths. Walk our hands forward, coming into a down dog. Exhale, high plank. Two more breaths. Flowing down to a low plank or a chaturanga, hovering over the yoga mat. Coming onto our tummies, flowing into a Sphinx pose. We are on our tummies. Palms are together. Forearms are on the yoga mat. Our shoulders are not shrugged. Shoulders comes away from the ears, having that control of your body. Your heart chakra is lifted. Your chin is up. Slightly gazing the eyes downward or closing the eyes. Breathe in. Exhale. 2 breaths. Taking a moment to place our palms on the earth. We're going to use this moment to push our bodies up, coming into a baby cobra or a cobra. Whatever feels best for you. Baby cobra, elbows are bent, torso's closer to the earth. Baby cobra or cobra, torso's pushed further away from the earth. Their heart chakra is lifted. That chin is up, slight back bend. Two more breaths. We're going to exhale to an up dog, taking our thighs off the earth. Heart chakra is lifted, chin is up. Flowing to a down dog, gazing at the feet. Flowing back to up dog. Thighs are off the earth. Chin is up. Coming back to that cobra, baby cobra, connecting the thighs to the earth. Let's flow back into that Sphinx pose. We are on our forearms. Palms together. Shoulders are not shrugged. Heart chakra is lifted. Chin is up. Breathe in deeply. Exhale. Gazing the eyes down or closing the eyes. Well, we can option to flow into a sleeping alligator if that feels good for you, by crossing our arms and our palms and stacking them on top of each other, the palms, and allowing our chin or our cheeks or our forehead to relax on our palms. Or we can stay in our Sphinx pose, forearms are on the earth, and our prayer hands. Whatever feels best for you. Breathe in deeply. Exhale. Three breaths of silence. Two more breaths. I would like to thank you all for allowing me to practice teaching training with you here today, for it truly, truly was a blessing. The light in me sees, appreciates, and respects the light in you all. Namaste.